it's come around again, hasn't it? It's
I know
conference time again.
the years just fly by faster, don't they?
I know, unbelievable. So we moved last year to the YMCA, and now it's going. And because the year before it was filling up in Grimsby, wasn't it? It was getting crammed to
Yeah,
the back of the room.
yeah, no, it was great. It's been great the last couple of years.
And so this year, 16th year, it's again at the YMCA in St Anne's. So I thought we'd tell you all about it because it's people are starting to book and it's filling up. So that's what we'll do. We'll tell you about it. 7th and 8th of September, YMCA in St Anne's on Sea. Lovely little town with, oh yeah, seaside town. This year is the 20th year of the Da Vinci Code. So it's a bit of a special because you've probably heard that Thomas and I have brought this book out just recently. Boranger Sonia, Priest Wizard of Rennes Chateau.
which
So,
is which is which is flying.
yeah, it's doing yeah, it's just doing best yet. And that's obviously related to the Da Vinci Code. And so we're going to start off talking about that, aren't we?
Yep. Yeah, we've come up with a novel theory. Well, we think we are. We can't think of anyone else who's had the same theory as us, identically anyway. And so we'll be fleshing that out a bit more, and it'll give people in the audience a chance to ask questions if they've anything that they want to know about the research that we've done into this whole new angle on the Rennes Chateau mystery, and which it comes in from a place that just hasn't been done yet.
Yeah, totally fresh. It's at the end of a 20-year journey, really, over 20-year journey. And it's we just cut straight down the middle and we've told the story uh, we've got rid of all the extra bits round and cut right to the point. So we're going to start to hopefully I'll have a little film. Thomas isn't doing the film this time. I'm doing it, so it won't have your expertise, but hopefully hopefully I'll have a little film to show as well. And
Yeah, well,
that'll be we'll start off.
it's really your story of 20 years. I just kind of jumped in at the end and added my bit.
Yeah, it was yeah, well, it's still a joint effort, but we'll yeah, so we'll show the film first, and then we'll both answer the questions about Roma Chateau. And I'm sure there will be because it's such a everybody's so interested in the story. And then because it's a Da Vinci Code sort of theme, a little bit of it's a bit of a Da Vinci Code theme. We've got Lynn Picnic and Clive Prince, and they're like the biggest names in the whole Da Vinci Code thing because they provided all the information for the film, mainly in the book The Temple of Revelation. And so to get them is an absolute boon, really. I'm just really so pleased that I've come. They came 10 years ago to the 10th anniversary. And so I sent them a picture. So do you remember this 10 years ago? Will you come back? And they're coming. So that's fantastic. They're going to do a talk on the Saturday and the Sunday. The
Yeah,
Saturday talk. Sorry, go on. Yeah,
I'm just saying, so no matter what your angle or interest is in the whole mystery, there's something for everybody. Everybody will be catered to.
absolutely. I mean we're not looking into the side of the Magdalene at all, but this is something that Lynn particularly is very interested in, has written about extensively. So both sides, they were actually on they were on the Da Vinci Code film. They'll probably tell you about it over the weekend. They were on the bus in London where Tom Hanks was trying to borrow somebody's phone, and there they were sat there, Lynn and Clive. They got a cameo appearance. The first talk is the inside story of the Da Vinci Code by the people who inspired both book and movie. So there you go. Can't get nearer to the Da Vinci Code than that.
Yeah, open, democratic, and everybody's voice being heard. Something you don't
Absolutely.
get. Something you don't get much of these days outside this conference.
Mm. That's what it's about. It's about putting information across, not just like preaching to people.
Yeah.
On the Sunday, the talk is When God Had a Wife, the Fall and Rise of the Sacred Feminine in Judeo-Christian Tradition. So there you go, you see. Something for everyone, like you say. So yeah, Lynn and Clive, really, really pleased to have them. And they're lovely people. And then Greg Moffat again, your friend of mine. Greg,
And Greg will be talking about what?
he's got to, this is, you know, we talked about the fact that we think there was a pre-advanced civilization on the planet
Sure,
within
yeah.
engineering or some sort. So what Greg's going to talk about, he's taken that on board, and his talk's called "The Sound of the Stones: Archaeoacoustics in the Ancients."
Oh, that should be good. Again,
Well,
that's a very popular topic that a lot of people are interested in it.
yeah, so the sound and vibrations, and maybe that was the part of the ancient engineering which we've forgotten. David Malmberg. Now, David's a friend of mine from coming on Conf on my tours. He's him and his wife come on the tours, and they've been on the Cathar country tour. And there's another one. Oh, Scotland, and they just did Sardinia with me this year. So you get to, and he's a very famous in that area ventriloquist and performer. So you know he gets big hauls, but he's also um, an adept and very much into spiritual matters. So it took me the whole week in Sardinia. We have some amazing talks, and I said, come and do a talk, come and do a talk. Because he did a PhD, he did a doctorate in some esoteric studies. I said, come and talk about that, come and talk about it. There's no, I could see he wasn't doing it. And then one day he said, no, if you ask me to do a talk about ventriloquism and the ancients, now that I could get excited about, he said. So that was it. So we're very lucky that they're going to come across from America just for this. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's great. The people that you get to know on the tours that you know, otherwise nobody else is going to get David Malmberg.
And a totally unique topic that. I've never heard of anything like that, so that'd be interesting.
Yeah, he talks about Delphi and all these sort of sorry Delphi and how there was his talk's called "Wizards That Peep and Mutter: Ventriloquism and the Ancients." So how
Wow.
about that? That's unique, isn't it? John Billingsley. John is the editor of Northern Earth magazine. That's probably the oldest magazine. That's from I mean, that's been going on so many years. So he's the oldest statesman, is John, and lovely guy as well. He's definitely from the old. And so some of the subjects, his knowledge is immense. He's like a global. He's like a university in his own mind, esoteric studies. So his talk is called "Journeys of the Soul: Walking the Ancestors Home." Now this is about funerary rites, I think. I'll have to wait and see. It's something to do with processional ways for the dead. But
Well,
with John Billings,
that's a big thing with you. You're really into the whole processional thing over the ancient landscapes.
yeah, and I didn't, you know, I didn't influence John about this, but I don't even know what he's going to talk about really. But I know that when he says "walking the ancestors home," he's referring to um, the dead, the dead ancestors. Two more, Catherine Monks. Catherine is the astrologer, Monk's astrology, and she's she's an all rounder. Is Catherine? She did a talk a couple of years ago when we were at the Grimsby Hall. But
Yeah, she did it in the Preston Hall, the small hall, the village hall.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. Um, but
Interesting
she's
lady.
also an artist, and she makes lovely sculptures as
Yeah,
well. She
yeah, I've
just
seen
made yeah, she does clocks, and she just
yeah.
made me a clock. She's like fantastic. It's on my mantelpiece, on my fireplace in the other room there. So
Cool.
I mean, this is a fantastic subject as well. The Book of Enoch and the Dead Sea Scrolls. Have you ever read the Book of Enoch?
No, I know I've taken an interest in the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Nag Hammadis through an interest I had a while back on Gnosticism. I was exploring that subject, but yeah, I mean, I know it's a very deep dive. So I mean, yeah, it's one of those things that I want to hear because I want to learn about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's mad. I've read some of it. It's just insane. No wonder it didn't end up in the Bible because, well, it's just the giants and the watchers and all this weird stuff. So, and I know she's going to look into it deeply because she's working hard on it. So that's fantastic.
There's a
Kevin
huge
Rowan drew
interest.
it.
There's a
Right?
huge interest in that Watchers stuff at the moment.
Yeah,
And
there is. Yeah,
I know quite a lot of people who are into it.
yeah. She was telling me about it the other day about how it all ties in with different things and Noah and the angels, fallen angels, and things. The amount of the things in that book is just incredible. It's weird. And the last one is your friend of mine, Kevin Rowan drew it. You
And
remember?
what's Kevin doing?
He's doing well. Kevin's an astrologer, and he runs the Northern Lights Astrology Club in Blackpool. And he's written a book called Astrology of the Runes, which, believe it or not, is translated into Russian. And so he's going to talk about the astrology of the runes, talk about his book. So that's our lineup, and I think it's one of these pretty great, really.
Yeah, it's as eclectic as you can get, really. I think.
So that's pretty much it. It's always a great crowd. There's the lovely people get there. There really is. It's like what more can we say?
Yeah,
Rinse and tans on sea. Hmm?
the book stalls are fantastic.
Yeah, we have stalls all around the edge. There was 11, 12 stalls last year, and then even a few more because the speakers will have stalls as well. And after the tour, after the conference, if you want to carry on, or if you're coming for a long way, I'm putting a Lake District tour on for 4 days after it. So that's the post-conference tour. It's all on the website. So if you want to come on that, make a week out of it. I mean, some people come and just stay over. There used to be a conference called Pro, and people came for the weekend and stayed in St Anne's for the week because it's just nice to be down by the seaside.
If the weather's good, but like, and how long will the tour of the Lake District take?
4 days, 4 days after.
So you'll be taking them to see all the megaliths and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, like I mean, the ancient sites in the Lake District are second to none anywhere in the world, but they're not as well known as
The
many.
the
But
only, the only ones that are really in mountains.
yeah, I mean, Castle Rig is beautiful, isn't it? The surroundings there, and Long Meg and Swinside and King Arthur's Round Table and all, and Maybury Henge. There's so many. So
The
I
the
mean,
Dacker Bears.
the Jack Bears, of course, yeah, they're bizarre. So I think not much more to say. Anything to add, Thomas?
No, I look forward to seeing everybody there. Don't forget to get up their book.
I've got a whole load of these A5 leaflets. Um, so if anybody is a member of a group that's got quite a few people in, and I can send these to you, just send me an email or even via Thomas if you want, and give me your address, how many you want, and I'll put them in the post to you. So yeah, over to you, Thomas.
On May 4th in Dalkey, which is in South Dublin, very close to the ferry from Holyhead. I'm doing an event with Aidan Killian, the comedian, and that will be at Queen's Pub. It'll be on May 4th. I'll post the details of the event shortly.
Right. Okay. Right. So to get your places booked, you just go on to megalithic press click the button for Mysterious Earth Conference. All the information's there, and at the bottom you can book your place. Well,
Okay.
see you all then.
See you then.